Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Means being able to provide access to finance to any merchant, not just merchants that meet a traditional lending profile. So many small businesses today are experiencing rapid growth, but because they may not have a credit score yet, they aren't actually eligible to get funding. So being able to provide access and take data across all of the different platforms we can, banking, financial, marketplace activity, to be able to learn about a merchant and decision them based on where they're going, not just where they've been.
Liberis is an embedded finance platform. So we work with different companies that have small business customers, and it's about how we can expand the types of companies that we work with beyond just traditionally companies that could provide financing had transactions flowing through their platform. And so we're expanding the kinds of partners that we can reach beyond just those companies that actually process transactions. But then even within the kinds of companies that we work with, how do we reach every single one of their customers and not just a certain portion of them? And to me, that's really what Finance Without Limits is. Well, I think, and why I really like working with Lindsay is she's got cooking up a lot of stuff on the roadmap to help customers receive the maximum amount of funding that they can receive. But then in order for that to work smoothly, the payments need to work smoothly in the background. And so our team is working hard to make sure that whether it's offering payments that flex with their revenue or different kinds of payments that are more akin to traditional loans or more traditional finance products, that we're able to offer the kind of payment flexibility that works, whether you are, a small business just with one revenue source, or both an online and offline business with multiple revenue sources.
I am most excited about our AI capabilities. So it's a bit of a cop-out because there's multiple things that fall into that. But our risk models, our decisioning models, and our forecasting models are going to combine looking at historical data, but also where a business is going and assess them accordingly. So even if you have short tenure on a platform, but your growth is skyrocketing, we're going to be able to serve you with an offer that meets your needs. And then our AI agents are going to be able to operate as almost a data pipeline and scrape data across social media, websites, Google searches. And we can ingest all of that data back into our decisioning model ecosystem and make sure our decisions are much smarter. And that's going to enable us to penetrate deeper, challenge eligibility rules, and meet merchants that are traditionally underserved.
The biggest thing that I'm excited for is just expanding the way that our customers can pay and just giving them more flexibility. So to be specific, when they're applying for their financing, they would have a really easy way of basically indicating the different sources of revenue they have, and then being able to select many different options of paying back, whether that is paying back as a percentage of their sales and having that get taken directly from their bank account, or something more along the lines of a traditional loan, just giving them all that ability directly within the application process. And then if it is getting debited directly from their bank account, give them the ability to give that permission. And then they can set it and forget it, and all the payments happen automatically and seamlessly in the background.
And I think pairing these two examples, like the increased flexibility that we're offering merchants and being able to serve merchants, is what's really letting us go from a one-product business to a multi-product business where we can serve merchants with starter capital when they're just starting out, working capital when they've been on our platform for a while. I've been very excited about the all revenue launch that James and I have paired on. And what this does is it allows us to have merchants connect to open banking in the journey to evidence their revenues in a different way. So we know that a lot of our merchants sell across platforms. If you think of an e-commerce merchant, they're selling on eBay, Amazon, Etsy. And so now we're able to actually see all of that revenue and quote them accordingly. And since we've launched, we've seen average deal sizes increase by 25% compared to the BCA, which is just really exciting. We're giving merchants what they need. And to James's earlier point, by being able to pair that in the future with other repayment types, we can even scale that to 40, 50%. And 25% is an average. We've seen folks that have had 100% increase in their offer sizes.
Yeah, Lindsay's being modest. On a deal I was working on recently, the customer's all revenue offer was 4 times higher. So she is just being modest with the 25% higher. I think on what I would add about Liberis's biggest product win is I want to make sure to call out the unsung heroes behind the scenes. So there's so much work that goes in from when the customer applies to when the funding hits their bank. And we've just been making lots of improvements, whether it is with automating compliance or ensuring that like KYC or KYB checks are done smoothly, automating different aspects of operations, document collection. It's not necessarily the sexiest, but we know that one of the biggest value propositions is customers receiving their funding as fast as possible. And so there's been like a real team effort to continue to make that really speedy, and not just in one country or with one partner, but across all of our partners and all of our countries.
Being able to serve any merchant, no matter where they're at in their growth journey, and then being able to kind of hold their hand through it and provide them with insights that can help them. We know business owners are incredibly busy, but if we have all of this data on them and we can serve them with financing, we can also give them insights and say, compared to industry, you're performing at this level, or if you spent a little bit more money on marketing, we think you could see really great returns. So it's really becoming a partner to businesses, not just a lender. And I think that will really help us revolutionize the way businesses access funding and grow.
And I'd say other companies really try and push or force their offering onto small businesses. And as Lindsay was saying, we want to be a partner, and it's about recognizing that businesses evolve over time and their need for funding also evolves. And our vision is to make sure that we have basically the right product that meets their needs, whether they're just getting started, they're looking for some working capital just to make sure they can meet payroll, or when they're ready to take that leap to the next level of the evolution of their business, that we have basically like larger and also tailored products to meet them at that part of the journey as well.
I think that's a threefold. So first, it helps us enable broader reach. So we're able to serve more of their merchants with products that meet their needs. Second, higher engagement. So we're providing offers that are truly personalized and embedded in their platforms. And that just drives greater conversion and greater trust in their platform. So we've seen a 70% increase in platform engagement from offering multiple products. And all of this then leads to the third one, which is higher customer lifetime value. So we know businesses, when they borrow from us, they continue to grow with us and come back for more funding. And our businesses have grown 25% faster than similar businesses that haven't taken funding. And we also know 76% of businesses come back and renew. So it just enables that lifetime conversion and trust in their platform.
I'd say that partners, they want to be the operating platform for their small business customers, and really, we want to enable them to grow and enable them to offer more and more to their small business customers, and have their customers be able to really run every aspect of their business, or as many aspects of their business as the partner wants to provide to them. And so we are happily behind the scenes ensuring that we can enable the partner to do that, and just make it easy for those small businesses to, whether it is manage their payroll, manage their CRM, get financing for a marketing campaign, manage inventory. And we can just plug into every aspect of that as possible and just help the platform or that partner be as sticky as possible for their customers.